So this is week 3 of our time in Lagos, and so this week we thought we'd talk a little bit about all the fun activities there are to do here and the restaurants. So we'll touch a little bit on healthcare and affordability. So other activities you can do, there's a lot of golf courses. It's a golfer's paradise here. There's tennis. We've heard a rumor that pickleball is coming. You can scuba dive, snorkel, any kind of water sport, paddleboarding, kayaking. We discovered a new French sport that is really going to surprise you, and we've got video of that. You can see it later. I'd never heard of it before. I think they're a little bit crazy, but we'll show it to you.
We've gone shopping. We bought a lot of artwork that we're going to try to figure out how to get back to put in
how that's going to happen.
To put back at our place in America. The artists are really interesting and very affordable. They're really beautiful. And you know, we just found a lot to do here. Go to the bakery, get up in the morning, drink coffee, read the news, run on the beach. We've been out to lunch and dinner with new friends, 4 different folks. We've been into 4 different apartments.
Yeah.
They've invited us in to come back and see my place, and they all have beautiful, in many cases, beautiful views of the ocean and a great lifestyle that they enjoy having. In some cases, we've actually introduced people who hadn't met each other, and they've become friends. We had one couple who said, we wouldn't have come to the international group if we hadn't seen your video on international living, and now they come on a regular basis and they're making friends.
Yeah, one morning we didn't really have anything to do, anything planned, so we just started wandering down the streets, and we found this leather shop down one of the side streets, and we walked in and met the owner, Linda, and she makes these beautiful handmade sandals and boots. I ended up buying a pair that she hand painted, and we have an interview with her, and we'll show you her beautiful shop.
Beginning tomorrow, we have actually friends coming to visit. Jan's brother and niece, and also your college buddies are coming in next week. So our last week, we'll actually have guests from America, but we've had 3 weeks on our own, and also just meeting friends that we're gonna miss here in Lagos when we leave.
Yeah, I think that's one bonus probably of moving to another beautiful country, is that people do want to come visit you.
Everybody marvels at the inexpensive beer and wine and the quality of it. And they all lament what they're going to do when they go back home, how they're going to afford or even appreciate drinking. It's not going to be as good a quality, and it's not going to be as inexpensive and plentiful and fun. And you may drink a little bit more here, but seems like the right thing to do.
When we imagined our time here, we thought that we might take some day trips, might even go to Spain for the weekend. We thought about renting a car and seeing other parts of the Algarve, and then we found so much to do here, we actually haven't even left except for little jaunts in cars that some of our new friends have taken us on. Today, we're gonna try an all-you-can-eat fish place for lunch. We'll see how that goes.
Anyway, hope you enjoy the video and our 3rd and next to last week in Lagos, Portugal.
When we first got to Portugal, we ate enough seafood in the first few weeks to fill an aquarium, but we haven't had a whole lot since then. But we're taking care of that today because we are going to the all-you-can-eat fish lunch at this restaurant. And yeah, let's go check it out, see how much we can eat.
I'm not usually a white wine drinker, but they have green wine here in Portugal. It's from the Douro Valley. It's lower in alcohol. It's a little bit brighter. It's a nice kind of a aperitif. And we got a half a liter, already poured a few glasses for €3.60. Very nice.
Chris has found heaven on earth. I'm telling you, I don't think he cried with joy at our wedding or when we won this contest, but he was crying with joy today over fish.
Grilled fish.
So Chris, what do you think all-you-can-eat fish lunch?
Believe it or not, we ordered more, particularly salmon. It melts in your mouth. 4 fish, pork, €12.50 each, every day, lunch and dinner. It's my favorite restaurant in the world. I'm going to build my new house right over there. I'm moving in. This is where I'm going to live. All of my life, I've been dreaming of being near a fish shack near the shore where they cook fish and potatoes and tomatoes and everything, and it's just fresh off the grill. It tastes so good, everything. And I've been to the Carolina coast, the Georgia coast, the Florida coast, the western coast. I've been all over, but here we stumbled down this little area in Portugal, and I've found my little piece of heaven. I'm telling you, this is it.
Right. You don't want to be tomorrow.
Corn flour, pork, meat, and flat.
Hi, I'm Linda. My shop is called Linda de Lagos. I'm a boot maker. I make custom-made boots, but I also make flip-flops that can be customized. I work with different kind of leathers. This is alligator belly. This is a Portuguese snake. That was dead. Then I've got some ostrich. Very nice leather. I make these flip-flops with it, with the soles made out of Portuguese cork and natural rubber. The fish from Lagos, these are trigger fish. These are the skins. They are from here, from the fishermen here, and I do the tanning here in those blue barrels. If you want to see what a triggerfish looks like, here's one. This is a print of it. At the moment, working on some white stingray wedding shoes. Well, wedding flip-flops. Come to Lagos, come visit. I'm right behind the Castello, the castle.
So we've been in Portugal for a month now, and we've had just about every kind of seafood possible because, of course, this is a seafood lover's paradise. We've had mussels, clams, oysters, sea bass, shrimp, squid, octopus, and of course we've had cod because that's the national beloved fish of Portugal. But tonight we're going to have something we've kind of missed that we have not had yet in Portugal, and we're pretty excited because it's coming soon.
For you, mess the blue cheese.
Yes.
Seeds
Wow.
bread. And for you, seeds bread, but brioche.
Want the mustard? We're gonna have a burger tonight, mine's with blue cheese.
We discovered a new French sport that is really going to surprise you, and we've got video of that. I'd never heard of it before. I think they're a little bit crazy, but we'll show it to you.
Hi, I'm Glenna Evans, and this is my husband, Mark. We moved to Portugal at the end of February this year. Hadn't even visited, but we knew that we wanted a place to retire that had Mediterranean style weather, which is what we had in the Central Coast.
Central coast of California, just to
Yes,
add that in there.
we loved the safety that we heard about and the way they treated people here. We heard how nice the locals were. Healthcare was definitely a plus, which I'll talk about later. So far, we have been so pleased. We came to Lagos, fell in love, just recently purchased a place that we're moving into on Sunday.
And our original plan was we knew we wanted to be in the Algarve, so our original plan was to land where we could find an apartment and then look all across the Algarve. But we started in Lagos, we visited a few places, but quickly decided Lagos was the place to be.
We had just finished our SEF/immigration meeting. Went smoothly. We were so excited. We had extra time, so we went to go do some shopping, and I managed to trip and fall while crossing a busy street. The thing that was so wonderful is that immediately there were 3 local Portuguese that were there to help. Another woman called the ambulance and made sure that Mark understood what was going on, interpreted for us. Because you take an ambulance, they automatically take you to the public healthcare system. Everybody was delightful. They would have their phones and would translate things in case you didn't speak Portuguese, and vice versa. It went very smoothly, treated very nicely. I had to have surgery, and then I've had physical therapy, again, all through the local Portuguese system. It hasn't been any harder or any longer of a wait than what I've had in private healthcare in the US. And the big plus is how little it costs. Normally when you do something like break your hip, it would be very, very costly. We haven't got a bill, and it sounds like we're probably not going to get a bill. Our private insurance, when we called to double check, they're like, oh no, you're in the public system now, you're set. And like I said, everybody's been delightful. I've gotten good care. It's been a plus. And the other thing that's nice is that even when you are paying for private insurance, it ends up being, was it about $1,300 or $1,400 a year?
Per person.
Per person. So you sit there and think of how that compares to the US healthcare costs. This is just wonderful. And that's to give you private healthcare. So if you were just doing the public, even less. So.
One thing I clarify on that is you talked about using Google to translate everything, but I would point out that all the professionals, like the doctors, the physical therapists, all those kind of people, all speak excellent English, and you typically have to be doing translation, maybe for the nurses, maybe for the front desk people and things like that. But generally, anybody professional that you deal with here in the Algarve will speak English. So far, we got here at the end of February, and it's October 1st or October 10th or something like that. So I spent a lot of my time getting us settled, settling up the finances, setting up telephones. We started looking for a place to buy, a lot of things like that. But every chance I get, I'm off to the beach and goofing off. We're still working our way through all the restaurants in Lagos, picking all of our favorites. So that's a lot of fun too.
It's just a wonderful, wonderful place. You want it, you'll be able to find it here.